I am sure, like me, many members of the House keenly remember the last budget delivered on a Monday. It was 1962. I was 6 years old. Tensions between Russia and the United States were rising, and a former Foreign Secretary turned Chancellor delivered a budget amid cabinet revolt. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I am acutely aware of the phenomenon of false memory, but I could swear I remember my parents turning to me and saying, "Philip, one day that could be you." The media has been full of speculation about the timing of today's budget. Some were hoping for a December budget. I'm sure the headline writers were ready with something like "Spreadsheet Phil turns Santa Claus." Others were desperate. Others were desperate for it to be on Wednesday. Hamo House of Horrors, perhaps. But the truth is, by choosing today rather than Wednesday, I have not avoided the blood-curdling threats, the anguished wailing and the strange banging of furniture that's usually associated with Wednesday. I've been kindly invited to a special meeting of the 1922 committee this evening. Now, by my calculation, Mr. Deputy Speaker, that's over 4.2 million net new jobs since 2010, making the Shadow Chancellor's prediction of 1.2 million jobs lost out by just the tiniest margin of 5.4 million people. Roughly the population of Scotland. Both our fiscal rules met, both of them 3 years early. So, Mr. Deputy Speaker, Fiscal Phil says fiscal rules OK. And Mr. Deputy Speaker, I am already looking forward to my call from the former leader of the Liberal Democrats. I'm pleased to announce a new mandatory business rates relief for public lavatories, so that local authorities can at last relieve themselves for the convenience of the House, Mr. Deputy Speaker, and without wishing to get unduly bogged down on this subject, this relief, the House will be interested to know that this relief, well, at least I'm demonstrating that we are all British, aren't I? This relief will extend to any such facilities made available for public use, whether publicly or privately owned. And honestly, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I can say that this is virtually the only announcement in this budget that hasn't leaked. The Shadow Chancellor's recent accident has reminded us all how dangerous abandoned waste can be. So I will provide £10 million to deal with abandoned waste sites, although I cannot guarantee to the House that £10 million is going to be enough to stop him falling flat on his face in the future. And I will confirm the final remit at the budget next year. But as well as making work pay, I hear the Honourable Lady, Mr. Deputy Speaker, but her point is slightly blunted by the fact that she made it in the autumn of 2016, she made it again in the spring of 2017. And she made it again in the autumn of last year.
I'll get that little piece of dandruff off.